Alright. Hello guys, this is my season PTR monk and I'm currently rank 1 on the leaderboard of solo monks, as you see here. And I did tier 32. I can easily do 34 as well, just need some good map and density. But I will go ahead and explain this build. It's a holy monk, and it's most of damage is coming from the 4 set bonus of the Samvuku, and that's why I am getting holy skill damage on Amulet and Bracer. This build is powerful because you have the Flow of Eternity Diebo, which reduce the cooldown reduction of 7-sided strike by 49%. This one you can get a 50% one, and when you do 7-sided strike, you will apply Exploding Palm with, if you have a Mad Stone. When you apply Mad Stone, you spend 40 spirit. This means 7-sided strike is 7 strike, of course. So 7 times 40 spirit is 280 spirit, plus the initial 50 spirit from 7-sided strike. So that brings you to 330 spirit. Every 75 spirit spent. This is the 4 set bonus of Samvuku. Every time you spend 75 spirit, you will create a decoy which will explode for 1600% weapon damage as holy. So when you spend 330 spirit, you will create around 4 decoy. Each decoy, at the moment, when I have a maximum gym at Tagut gym, which when I buffing myself here, as you see, my damage is going up, my toughness is going up every time, and I have 59 stack of this. This is the maximum you can get on this gym. So buffing up, all buff up to 59 stack. My Samvuku 4 set bonus decoy will do around 85-90 million damage, but my crit chance is too low, and that is because I'm not lucky enough to get a decent Samvuku amulet with 10% crit and high critical hit damage and 20% holy. So when I find that, my critical hit chance will be around 50%, and I will most likely crit most of the time. So what makes this build even more powerful is, I see I have maximum stack now. I have 1.8 paper DPS, 1.8 million paper DPS, and 10 million toughness on buff. Oh, it is buffed, but you can get higher if you are in a group. Then you get much higher toughness and damage, of course. Why this is more powerful, you see I don't use any spirit generator. My spirit generation is purely from gear and passive. I have currently 15 spirit per second. This is from my Flow of Eternity. It has 5.67 spirit per second, and from my passive Exalt the Soul, which gave me 4 seconds, and Chain of Resonance, which another 4 seconds. So this will give me around 15 spirit per second. So I don't need, when I pop my Epiphany, I will have around 35 spirit per second. So Instead of a spirit generator, I went for the most powerful exploding palm, which is the cold exploding palm. Cold exploding palm is when mobs explode, it's gonna do 6,305% weapon damage as cold, and none of the other exploding palm is doing this much damage. So when I do 7-sided strike, I'm gonna apply this most powerful exploding palm, which you only gonna do if you have this rune of exploding palm on your skill bar. If you don't have it, then 7-sided strike with Madstone will apply the basic exploding palm. Exploding palm, the basic exploding palm. This one also mean no rune selected. But if you have exploding palm skill on your skill bar, then 7-sided strike with Madstone will apply the one you have selected. So this build is about getting enough spirit all the time and apply 7-sided strike, which gonna 7-sided strike itself is doing 5,677% weapon damage over 7 strike. So it's doing damage itself, plus you're gonna apply that exploding palm on those trash mob. When my some vocal decoy explode, you will most likely kill those trash mob, and those trash mob will have the most powerful exploding palm applied. So when they explode on top of elites, you will drop elite HP, like half of their HP or sometimes more, depending on how much trash mob you have. I recommend you have around 50% cooldown reduction. As you see now, I'm running with a reaching hour build. I can go with cooldown reduction build here. If I go with cooldown reduction belt, I have 52% now. I can go with a cooldown reduction Ring of Grandeur. Then I have 55% now. I can even, when I play in a group, I don't use Unity Ring, so I can go with either this ring with Dexterity, Crit Damage, Crit Chance, and Spirit Regeneration socket, or I can go this one with Dexterity, Vitality, Crit Chance, and reduce cooldown again, so even more cooldown. So if I use this one, I have 59% now. I can even use a cooldown reduction some Vocal Glove, because you don't need that attack speed there. So if I use that, I have 62% cooldown reduction, and I'm missing only 1% there on my glove. So this is a lot cooldown reduction, right? When I play solo, I favor DPS over cooldown reduction, but still I have around 50% still. So most likely I will run. I just found this Ring of Grandeur, so testing it out. More DPS, so still 47% cooldown reduction. The gameplay will be on higher, greater rift. You will mostly get one shot if the mouse touches you. So that the gameplay, of course, gonna be first the first elite. You're gonna pop your Epiphany, buff up your stack of the gym to try to buff it to the max. When it's max, you're gonna dash in, do 7-sided strike, and if your Serenity is up, pop your Serenity, another 7-sided strike, dash out. So 2 7-sided strike, dash out, dash in, 7-sided strike, dash out again, Serenity, dash in, 7-sided strike. So it's all about 7-sided strike, but remember to refresh your mantra before you apply 7-sided strike. It will buff your damage by 20%. Okay. So that's how the gameplay gonna be. So the reason why I'm using Witching Hour is not for the attack speed, it's because the critical hit damage. And this glove here is I don't need it. I don't need this one. I can go with the cooldown reductions on Vocal Glove. I play with a lot of cooldown reduction when I play in a group though. You can go with another setup if you haven't found Captain Crimson's set yet. Then you can go with Blackthorns, and if you don't have a decent belt, you can go full Blackthorns like this. You can go full Blackthorns for more defense, and that's also doable. Yeah, but you need to farm a round ring of Grandeur. That's very important. So I think this is it. About Paragon points, you want to spend it so you get maximum movement speed. You get some vitality. In the end, if you have enough vitality from gear, you generally want to spend it on dexterity. Offense, maximum cooldown reduction, then crit chance, and then comes critical hit damage, attack speed, you don't need it. Defense, life now, then all resist, then armor. Oh no, then all resist. Then I will actually go for life regeneration, and then armor as the last one. Utility, area damage. It's important. Area damage. And then you can choose go resource cost reduction or life on hit. But remember, if you go resource cost reduction, this gonna mean every time you use a skill, you will reduce the spirit cost. Reducing spirit cost might not be a good idea, since you want to spend 75 spirit. So let's say if I didn't have this passive here, which reduced the spirit cost by 50%, then let's just for a second take it away. I can spend 2 times of my mantra like this, then I will create as a decoy. But if you go too much spirit cost reduction, you might have to spend 3 times mantra before you make this decoy, right? So be careful. Now I'm gonna explain my passive cooldown reduction. Of course, harmony, just for some defense, and I'm going for these two as passive. This one most for 50 more spirit, so you can cast another 7-sided strike, and it has spirit regeneration. Most importantly, if you use that gem I'm using, most importantly, you need to use this chain of resonance, because it reduced your mantra cost by 50%, spirit cost of your mantra, and it's also gonna give you 4 spirit every second. So if I don't have that passive, I will run out of spirit very fast when I buffing myself all the time, keeping this stack alive. If you do it correctly, if you play correctly, you will maintain this buff throughout entire Greater Rift, and I will have 59 stack, which is the max. I have my gem at rank 50, so you will have this at 59 stack, so 59% increased damage and 59% more armor from this gem here. So it's important that you refresh this. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm having any problem now, because I'm not spending spirit on 7-sided strike and so on. So see, if I spend 7-sided strike together with this, it's going down fast. And if you play this, remember, the only way I see is to have exploding palm on my left mouse key, and this makes the gameplay a bit harder because you want to target the mob. Okay, so but you need to be careful you don't click the mob. If you click and attacking a mob, you will apply exploding palm because you have it on your left mouse key. Every time you apply exploding palm, you will spend 40 spirit. So basically, when I run in there, I gonna dash in 7-sided strike, and then I gonna actually click around to move. Okay, click around to avoid clicking on any mob, because if I click on a mob, I will use 40 spirit. I don't want to waste my spirit on applying exploding palm. Just click and moving around. Okay, and then only rely on refresh your mantra and 7-sided strike. So I think this about this season build. I believe this is very safe way to play Greater Rift, because you have so much. You have Epiphany that reduce damage taken by 50%. You have Serenity if everything goes wrong. You have, when you're doing 7-sided strike, you are immune. So if you see it's dangerous, you can dash away also. So always save at least one charge on your dashing strike, because if it's very dangerous and you don't have Epiphany, you don't have Serenity or anything up, or 7-sided strike, you have to dash away. So don't use up all your dash charge on your dash, because it will be saving your life in some situations. You need to dash away. Okay. Yes, as my chat says, you can use force move. Then you will avoid like applying this exploding palm. So you can set it up in, I think it's key binding, and there is, where is it, force move. It's not set yet, but you can set it like don't know, you mouse scroll, for example, mouse scroll down, and then you won't see. I'm using my mouse scrolling now, force move like this, to move around. Then I will not click. I'm not clicking my left mouse key, so you can just move around. So you can just move around by scrolling your mouse now. Also, you can apply it to where is it? On key 2, up and down. Alright, so then you have both up and down. You just can scroll freely here like this. Okay, so this is another tip. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you go and try this build out. If you look at Season Monk leaderboard now, everyone is using 5 set of 1000 Raiment set and Jawbreaker. Every single, except for Hex, he don't have a Jawbreaker, so he's using two-handed. But he's going a total different build. His build is very interesting. So be sure to check out his stream and his build. It's every time a new monk makes a new build, it's very interesting, because it gives the entire monk community a new way to play monk, and I love player who invest their time in theory crafting, making new builds. So if you look at Monk season, you will realize that every single one of those is using Jawbreaker dashing strike build. But that's not the only way, okay? That's not the only way. Thanks for watching.